Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Generation Next tournament here on the HomeBoiz channel. And today we're going to see Titan going up against Jaden Yuki for the final match of this round. As we've discussed before, Titan is actually running a Archfiend deck, old school style, meaning he has a lot of chess-named monsters that have to do with paying life points and rolling die effects to potentially negate stuff. Very random, weird, and all over the place, with a lot of other things stuffed in between to try to help it out. I really can't explain this any better. It's just shuffle and hope that you get something that you can play. However, with the side deck, we switch more into newer Archfiend support to sort of speed things along a little bit and add much more power to the deck because it desperately needs it. And you hope to also capitalize on this little Summon Skull mini archetype in the extra deck, just to get anything going for yourself as well. That is about the summation of this deck. Let's move on to the opponent. Everybody's favorite golden boy, Jaden Yuki, playing an absolute mosh pit of a deck over here. 60 card Elemental Hero / Neo-Spacian, 29 monsters, 31 spells and traps. The side deck somewhat panders to the Neo-Spacian archetype to give it some more consistency, but 3 of the cards in the side deck are extra deck, so it doesn't add too much consistency to the main deck. I believe only a single round he lost one of the best of 3 duels. But can he keep the streak alive though? We'll find out now. Let the duel begin. I'm really excited to see Titan and the Jaden's duel begin. We're gonna see Titan starting off the duel with the Graceful Charity spell card, allowing him to draw 3 and discard 2, and he's gonna pitch that level 6 in his hand because he cannot activate it quite yet. Then he's gonna go straight into Pandemonium. Pandemonium says that for the effect of Archfiend monsters, nobody has to pay life points during the standby phase. I believe it's in order to keep them alive. Also, while Archfiend monsters get destroyed and sent to the graveyard by battle, the owner of that monster can pick a different Archfiend from their deck with a lower level and add it to their hand. Then we're going to see him normal summon the Stygian Street Patrol, nice generic fiend with 1600 attack points, not too shabby, and he's passing turn to Jaden, but Jaden opens up even stronger with the Elemental Hero Neo's Alias, a 1900 Gemini monster. 1900 is more than enough to get over the Stygian Street Patrol, but more than that, if he gets to normal summon it a second time, it becomes the Elemental Hero Neos he needs in order for his contact fusions to pop off. We're going to see him activate the Hero Mass spell card, tossing Necroshade out of his deck so that Alias becomes Elemental Hero Necroshade during this turn. That's not as important as actually getting Necroshade in the graveyard for later though, and is back to Titan after the battle phase. Titan's going to activate the Archfiend Roar Trap card, which pays 500 life points in order to revive an Archfiend from the graveyard, which would have brought back the strategically placed Skull Archfiend of Lightning. However, Jaden happened to draw his 1 of 60 Solemn Judgment, paying half of his life points to negate that effect. With nothing else that he can possibly do, Titan's gonna have to pass over to Jaden, where he draws into his own Graceful Charity, also getting the Necro Gardener into the graveyard. This is the most ridiculous luck I've seen from anybody ever. We're going to see Captain Gold activate here in order to get Jaden his Skyscraper field spell nice and present in order to give his elemental heroes an extra 1000 attack boost. He's also going to summon the Elemental Hero Blazeman, which can pitch an elemental hero, or in this case, add polymerization straight to his hand, so now his fusions are live. Fusing the Blazeman with the Wild Heart in hand, he's going to make the Elemental Hero Gaia with 2200 attack so that he can swing over for over half of Titan's life points, leaving him with 3100 remaining. And Titan's actually going to top deck the pre-preparation of rites, getting him his Matador as well as the ritual spell, and luckily for him, he has one single monster in his hand that he can sacrifice in order to summon it. With the Archfiend Matador, it cannot attack and it cannot be destroyed by battle, but it does not allow Titan to take damage when it does battle, and instead, the monster that it fights gets destroyed at the end of the damage step. What is Jaden gonna do? He's gonna top deck the Neo-Spacian Grand Mole in order to remove it from the field without going into the damage step. He's gonna sauce on him with the Honest Neos, and that is game. We saw Titan get shown some heavy disrespect on Jaden's part. This time, Jaden's gonna be going first as elected by Titan. Unfortunately for him, he drew all spells and traps, particularly trap cards for his 5 cards, but he did open with the E-Emergency Call, getting him a single monster that he can go ahead and play, and he actually went for the Elemental Hero Neos, which he can't summon quite this moment. That is because he has the trap card next, which will summon Neos straight from his hand by negating its effects. He's also going to be banishing the Neos here, using Protection of the Elements, the counter trap card, in order to negate the activation of Pre-Preparation of Rites, so that Titan can't thin his deck and get a ritual at the same time, but Neos will be back eventually. Here we're going to see Titan mysteriously activate the Pandemonium Fill spell, only to replace it with the Archfiend Palabyrinth. I guess he's just kind of playing things here, and we're going to see the Archfiend Cavalry, a very strong level 4 monster, hit the field. Normally it would have 1900, but with the Archfiend Palabyrinth on the field, the Fiend monsters are going to get 500 extra points, so Cavalry goes all the way up to 2400. With both players' hands empty, we're going to see Card of Sanctity here activate to let them both draw a maximum of 6 cards, and we're going to see Jaden take a heavy direct attack here before a turn gets passed right back to him, and Neos is going to be hitting the field once again in defense mode with his effects back live, if that matters at all. Elemental Hero Stratos is actually going to be hitting the field now, and using Stratos' effect, instead of searching for another hero he could use, he's actually going to use the ability to destroy the Archfiend Palabyrinth field spell, weakening all of Titan's Fiends, so there goes whatever hope he has of running over everything Jaden's got. On top of this, he also drew into the Hero Mask, so he's going to ditch the Elemental Hero Flash, but when Flash goes to the graveyard, he gets to add any spell card from the grave to the hand. So there's the emergency call. Stratos' search effect was not needed here. We have 3 face-down cards on Jaden's side of the field. Neos running over the Cavalry, Stratos delivering a direct blow to Titan's life points, evening the scoreboards life point-wise. Now, as if Titan's luck could not get any worse, we would have seen a Synchro Summon here with the normal summon of Red Resonator, but once again, Jaden had the Solemn Judgment, paying half of his life points to negate the normal summon. Titan has the Monster Reborn though, so we're going to see that get activated here to bring back the Archfiend Cavalry, because I don't believe Jaden has any monsters in his graveyard that can help, so it's no use. All he can do is attempt to swing over the Stratos, but Jaden's not even going to allow him to do that as he flips over the negate attack, ending the battle phase now. This is... there's no words that can describe how this duel goes on, how all of Jaden's duels happen. We're going to see Neos Fusion throwing away the Necrochet and the Neos on the field in order to fusion summon the Elemental Hero Neos Knight with 2 attacks, and we're going to see the summon of the Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier as well. Neos Knight is going to swing over the monster, delivering 2500, and that is game. Jaden Yuki has won the duel.